Hi guys, welcome to Team of the Week 7 predictions guys. Looks a very tasty Team of the Week ahead. If we can smash likes would be awesome. Sub to the channel if you're new, follow me on Twitter, use legend. All the links are down below guys for respective social media and playlists on the channel. So let's jump in guys to Team of the Week 7. First shout is Tom Heaton guys. He made about 11 or 12 saves. Nice cheap in form, looks a nice option to have, and I probably will actually buy him myself for the club if I don't pack him. Looks a nice tasty card indeed. At the back guys, I've gone for Marcelo. For me, I think Marcelo over Ronaldo is the likely option. Ronaldo needs a bit of room for other informs and special cards, and for me Marcelo will be the option I'll go for. Puts him closer to that 80 plus club already, and will be a very nice 87 rated card in my opinion. Next is Like Perrin guys. He was a very impressive player. He got himself a goal and also got part of the keep Team of the Week. That for me will be kind of potentially gone against because it was a 1-1 draw, but he's a high rated option to consider. Leonardo Bonucci guys, he was also man of the match for Juventus in their 2-1 win. He bagged the goal and 7 on Gazzetta. Looks a nice card and could also be quite cheap in a sense, I feel, potentially. Next is Gundogan guys. Also Aguero might be considered, but for me Gundogan sneaks in. Looks a nice card, bagged himself 2 goals in the win against West Brom, and shall be one card that a lot of people will be desperately buying or packing. Visca also could consider Van Persie, so it just kind of shows you the potentials. Bagged himself 2 goals and an assist guys. Looks a nice looking card in their 5-0 win, and due to the lack of midfielders I feel his option is likely. Robben guys, he looks practically guaranteed I would say this week. 1 goal, 2 assists, 1.5 on kicker, and part of the Bundesliga Team of the Week, and this was part of their 3-1 win. Looks a nice card, pushing towards last year's starter card that he had, base card, so that would be a nice card to have. Kurtic, who is banging some good form for Atlanta, who are the form team in Serie A just now. Looks a nice card despite the lack of pace and shooting, but will be a nice card, and also due a position change I believe, because he played on at right mid, but he bagged himself 2 goals, a high rating on Gazzetta, and was man of the match for Atlanta. Zia Luiz guys is the next option I'm going for. He was the difference maker for Spartak Moscow in the Moscow derby, banging himself 2 goals and assists in a 3-1 win, and should be a shoe-in. Giroud for me could be a potential, but is also for me should be a given. He bagged 2 goals coming off the bench, and despite the lack of pace and also the lack of BPL options, for me he is going to get in this week. Modeste is banging the goals in for fun guys, and it is due a second in form I'm afraid, which might annoy some people, but you can't ignore the form that he's in. Bagged the hat-trick despite missing a penalty. He got a 1 on kicker, which is hard to avoid because it's such a low rating. Team of the Week and also Player of the Week for Bundesliga and kicker, so for me it will be a nice second in form to have. Not sure what rating precisely. Let's move into the subs and reserves guys. So first off is Raynette, who did the business kind of like Tom Heaton. Looks a nice in form actually, to be honest. Would probably some stats will be over 70 and reflex is probably over the 80, which will help him out nicely, and could be a very cheap and overpowered silver goalkeeper. Next is Cools guys. He bagged himself 2 goals from right back and looks a nice little card. Might get a nice shooting boost hopefully, which would be quite nice to see what the card might look with the inform. Ricardo Lopez, part of the hat-trick club for Junebuk. Nice looking card. Would have preferred him as a central card because just solely on the stats, and also would be a nice card to have because I like Leonardo especially. Marega, very overpowered card this. Also bagged himself a hat-trick, good pace, good physical, and just a monster of a card. Cooch bagged himself a hat-trick guys. For me pace and dribbling are only concerns, but still a nice cheap silver in form to have. Glenn Murray bagged himself a hat-trick in their 5-0 win over Norwich. Looks a nice card to have and will be popular for those championship fans. Bessart Berisha guys might not get this, but despite having a hat-trick and an assist in their 5-0 win, obviously two of the goals were penalties, and that might go against him, but I don't think it will, so we'll see what happens with him. I'm going with 3 goalies this week, and Skorupski, he got an 8 for Empoli and was making quite a lot of saves, and to be honest looks a nice looking cheap gold in form to also consider on top of Heaton and Rainette. Even Ramis, guys, he got a goal and quite a good rating on Marca, and for me it's kind of maybe the least likely option potentially this week, but for me I feel that gold options, especially in the defence, are lacking, and I think he might just sneak in. Sabitzer of Red Bull Leipzig. Leipzig are just banging in form for left, right and centre and just ripping the Bundesliga apart. Looks a very nice card and could potentially be one of the most expensive silver informs this year. Paradise, part of the hat-trick club, cheap in form, and will be a very popular card. Plays for Colo Colo in the Chilean league. And also my guys at the last in form of the week, he bagged himself 4 goals and looks a very, very overpowered card and will be popular if Zweibach gets his hands on him, because obviously he compares him to the Syrian Ibra. So that is the team of the week, guys. Let me know in the comments down below what players you're looking forward to. I know which ones I'll be looking forward to, like Heaton and potentially Giroud. Smash likes, guys. Let me take it easy, and I will catch you all later for more FIFA 17 content.